Presque.
Yeah, I guess I still follow.
I
didn't change that, though. The joke. Hey. Who's time? Call the meeting. Commissions. Sorry.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we pray, O Lord God, we come before you in prayer, acknowledging the blessings of government and administration. You are a God of order and have blessed us with the establishment of governing officials to provide civil harmony and concord. Be with us in this meeting. Give us strength and wisdom to pursue goals which please you. Grant us the courage to support those things which are right and according to your ordinances. For we ask it in Christ's name. Amen.
Roll call, please.
Roll call. Cliff Delaney,
Here.
Robert Presque,
Here.
Robin Hughes. Here. Joe Libby,
Here.
Robert Crook.
Here.
Right. Approval of the agenda. Additions or deletions to the agenda as presented.
I have one thing under old unfinished business. I'd like to add the Akiak Outdoor Center 3-day permission for camping
Under 4,
under 4.
permission for 3-day camping.
We never officially made a motion on it.
No, you said we could catch up to it.
I
So,
figure we knock it out of the
see if you don't forget about it.
right.
Is there any other additions? Is there a motion to approve the amended agenda?
Also, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Oh, she's got it. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Conflict disclosure. Does anybody have a conflict of anything on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move on to the minutes of the December 11th meeting.
I didn't see. It's quite a read.
Yeah, it's pretty thorough. For memory
Mm-hmm.
and notes.
Nice job, Piper.
I didn't see it. There's.
No.
Yeah, the airport. Is there a motion to approve it?
I'll move that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
And a motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. That brings us to Valerie, treasurer's report. Morning.
This is your summary report for November 2025. We had taxes collected and spread in November of $101,556.40 with a year-to-date of $5,102,903.78. Tax interest collected and spread in November, $1,062.37, year-to-date, $3,643.62. The total of the general fund revenue for November was $188,977.72, with a year-to-date of $5,908,124.33. And general fund expenditures for November were $533,209.72, with a year-to-date of $3,058,556.76. The balance sheet, the change in fund equity, $2,849,567.56. The checking account balance was at $2,436,625.45. The revenues were normal, regular revenues for the month, and the expenses were normal, and they included wages, insurance, pension, and other routine monthly expenses. I've attached to your packet also a list of all the investments. It shows, it's at the end of your packet, it shows where the money is invested, the financial institution, the amount, the interest rate, and the date of maturity. We have some CDs at Durham State Bank, Awaken, FCU, and I do believe, oh yeah, and we also had one at Choice One Bank. We have investments at Michigan Class, and those are liquid. The money can be brought back the next day if requested by 3 p.m. any business day. Those accounts have a daily rate and they are variable rates, and the November daily rate sheet is listed from Michigan Class. It gives you what every rate was for every day in November. So, it is all above 4%, just slightly. So, you can see,
Which counts the 1.2 in of ARPA.
that is in Michigan Class,
That's what I thought.
because then there's no maturity date on it, we can bring it back and then we'll need to. And
It's
then,
1.6.
well, yeah, it's 1.5, and I think my interest is the change of it.
Is there interest remaining in that account or is it being moved out?
It's just there. Yeah. So, the accumulation shows, general fund, investments are at $2.5 million. The ARPA is at $1,577,609.55. We have tax reserve at $1,388,552.15. I did just put some smaller accounts into the Michigan Class just to get some interest because 911 had had a pretty good balance in the checking account, so I put $100,000 in Michigan Class. The courthouse construction fund, which hasn't been touched in many years, is $150,000. And the road project, the latest road project that the road commission is funneling through us, they're not gonna do the project until the spring, so Ann had said to invest the money if we wanted to, so we have $120,000 also in that for the road project. That gives the total $5,836,561.19.
We'd be able to break that out with the interest of
Yeah,
all the
they're
different
all-
things that's commingled with
They're not commingled, they're all separate.
separate accounts.
Yeah, separate accounts within the Michigan Class. So.
I just questioned if it was not smart to take the interest out directly attributed to the ARPA and transfer it into another.
I mean, we can if that's what you.
Just so if they and plop it back, they wouldn't come and take the
I mean,
interest.
even if you take it out now, we won't accrue any more interest on it.
Right. it's-
No, you just remove the interest and put it into another account.
I mean,
Okay, now, but we're still accruing interest even on the interest.
Yeah, it's compounding at this point and probably not gonna be able to be moved to any account that's receiving more interest than what they've got. And we can account for the interest should ARPA, the attorneys or the state step in and say, hey, you got this money.
Yeah, they're gonna probably want to. So bad.
Yeah, they might, so I'd leave it alone
If it materializes.
if it materializes.
That's another thing we should. Put in.
Mhm.
That'll be next month, I guess.
The collections of winter taxes started December 1st for the local units, and settlements have begun to come in. The winter levies include senior services, the library, resource recovery, which are especially the school resource officer, Roger City ambulance, Roger City fire, and the COP at the State Service District. We had a small distribution last week for the townships who turned their first settlement in early, and we'll have regular winter levy distributions every 2 weeks, starting first of January. The forfeiture process is progressing. On March 1st, 2025, we had 366 properties that were put in forfeiture. 168 of those parcels were personally served or posted the first week of November of 2025. We currently have 147 properties still in forfeiture and facing foreclosure on April 1st, 2026. Publication dates for these parcels will be January 8th and 15th in the Presque newspapers. We are in the process of converting to point and pay for credit card processing. We will be with G2G until the conversion, and that will take place before the end of January. There was a staff change in point and pay, so it did slow us down a bit. In fact, the day that I signed, then I found out a couple weeks later, the day I signed the paperwork, our representative was terminated from his employment, so it's slowed us down a bit, but we'll be able to get it all taken care of in January.
Is there a new rep?
Yeah. Yeah. The offices that currently take credit card payments will port over, and then we'll be adding the building and zoning integrated with BSNA, so there's gonna be probably more paperwork to do with that department than with any other department, so.
Well, I'm curious, where is Michigan Class located?
It is located, in Lansing.
Never heard of it before. Just
Oh,
curious.
it's Michigan, well, it's in Michigan,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and,
Thank you.
okay.
Any other questions? Is there a motion to receive and file the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Support? Roll call.
Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Cliff Talini.
Yes.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Joe Libby.
Yes.
Carried. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next on the agenda, citizens appearing before the board. Any citizens have anything to approach the board with?
That's a first.
It is a first. Unfinished business.
I got off
Committee
light.
appointments. Got some positions on mental health board and planning commission. Terms that are up, and Lester goes on the planning commission once off after 30 something years.
Yeah.
I gotta let her catch up.
All right, let me see here.
We just got a short list here of the people that sent them in.
We have one appointment for the mental health board,
We have two. For
two nominations.
two
For
nominations.
one seat.
For one seat available.
Do you have to
It would,
call for additional nominations from the floor?
Well, I haven't nominated, no, it's been nominated yet, and I was gonna call. We can do it one at a time.
You looking for a nomination of one of the two?
I'll nominate Ann Ryan to the mental health, community mental health board.
Is there
Any
any,
support that
is
nomination?
there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations? Is there any other nominations?
I move that we close nominations and appoint Ann Ryan to the community mental health
Board
board.
to support that motion.
And Ryan's in.
Question on the planning commission.
Yes.
With Les Booza finishing his term, and we have 4 terms expired, and we have 5 people that have submitted letters of interest. Would it be in our to appoint all 5 to replace Jim Zakshewski, Klaus, Counterman, and Budnick? And Booza?
We don't have enough to even cover all of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, but I guess there is enough. Lester's term is just to fill his term because he was reappointed in 2023.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. We have a nomination on the floor to appoint Ann Ryan. Is it proper that we vote on that? We had a motion to appoint, but we didn't vote.
Yes, you seconded me.
Yes, we did, but that doesn't.
All right,
Good.
so we have a nomination.
Yeah.
We have a second on it. We'll vote on the mental health appointment.
Good call.
Roll call then.
Robert Crook.
Yes.
Joe Libby.
Yes.
Cliff Talini.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
And Robert Britsky.
Yes.
Okay,
Who's responsible for letting her know?
clerk.
Okay.
You got her phone number, I'm sure. Well, you're not open, you should open it up. See if she's got her phone number on there. I can't, I know in previous times, when there wasn't enough. The clerk. Contacted when we didn't have enough in contacting the members, but. Obviously, the members aren't keeping up on when their terms are up. She's had to actually reach out before and ask people if they wanted to be reappointed. I know Lester doesn't. To the mental health.
Well, we don't know about the other four, right?
Well, she's gonna open them up. And read them one at a time.
Okay.
This is Sherry LaFave. I'm writing to express my interest in being appointed to the Presque Planning Committee. I'd like to contribute my skills and perspectives to help shape effective land use, planning decisions for our community. Let me know if you need any more details.
Sherry
Sure.
Fay. She's over on the west side.
Mhm.
And but. There's nobody from Monkey here.
They have addresses on there. Let us know what those are too, please.
I shall. She is off of Glacier.
Yep.
Okay. This one is from Matt Shelley,
Sheely,
Sheely. I don't know. And.
did she leave Shelley?
Shelley.
He's,
Shelley.
okay, he is out of Posen on Knott's Highway. He says, I would like to take a moment to introduce myself to the Planning Commission. My name is Matthew Shelley.
Shelley.
Shelley. I was born and raised in the area. My wife and I live in Posen, where I run an established and successful trucking business, Round 2 Trucking, LLC, throughout our Wonder area. As my business is now established, I have to understand just how important it is to give back to the community and what helps make my business successful. I have been moving forward with my effort to become more involved with donations to the Posen Potato Festival, benefit donations and time helping with the Posen High School baseball field. With the knowledge I have of our community, along with my established commitment to our community, I believe I would be a great asset to the Planning Commission. I want our community to contribute or to continue to be successful within these changing and challenging times. I am dedicated and excited to be able to take another step forward in serving my community in a positive way. Sincerely, Matt.
Yeah, West Metz or East Metz?
East.
East. That's Posen Township, ain't it?
Metz Township.
That's Township.
This is Laura Link. She is Porter, Porter Road, South Porter Road, Onaway. To whom it may concern, I have great interests in County Planning Committee for Mulkey Ridge Wind Farm. I feel it is important to view every aspect of wind farms to ensure the best decision is made for our community and our environment, which includes job opportunities, community resources, impact on the environment, and natural resources. Thank you, Laura Link.
Is that what road?
She's off of South Porter.
On my sheet, Mr. Chairman, it says Lisa Link. Is her real name Laura, not Lisa?
Yeah,
It says Lisa Link on it.
Oh,
It
yeah,
says Laura,
it's Laura.
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 Thank you.
Did I say Lisa?
Says it on here.
Oh,
Thank you.
Very observant teacher.
and then is from Kurt Weir. Pine View Drive, Presque. To whom it may concern, I am interested in the County Planning Committee for Mulkey Ridge Wind Farm to help give a voice of our neighbors, our voters and neighbors. Thank you for your consideration. Kurt Ware.
He's in Presque.
Mhm.
Yep.
Presque. He's on.
Pine View.
Pineview.
Is that Presque Township?
It's in the association. Yeah, it's township.
Questions, is Jim Zakshewski,
Yeah,
Jim's the chairman.
I know it now. And looking to be reappointed, I assume.
No.
Klaus,
Did he say
Counterman
that?
and Budnick, are they looking to be reappointed? I don't know.
We reached out to him.
which,
Did they
I'm
send
sorry,
anything else?
Steve,
No, I mean, the people that are on it.
they haven't sent. it.
Zakshewski, Counterman, and
Um,
Budnick. I tried calling Counterman.
I do also have one that I included in here for Stephen Henkowski. Because it was received in the clerk's office, just so you could review. There is,
We could contact them and move forward on this, see if they want to be on. But you've already opened up right now. Which is not a real big deal. It's just a description.
We could close the nominations and then, table it till next meeting.
Normally, there are how many on the planning commission, Mr. Chairman? 8,
When people show up.
Hmm.
9,
8,
9.
11.
9 appointed.
2
9.
people aren't showing up every meeting. Well, I cornered, what's his name that replaced, Larson, was it? Over in Case Township. Doug Corey, but his kid's been sick for.
I don't know anything about that, but we have to determine whether it's Zakshewski, Klaus, Counterman, or Wood.
Well, they can apply.
Seeking reappointment.
They can apply, but they're gonna be picked from here because we're trying to get some newer blood on the line. Some of these people
She has
are not
one
in
more to
30
read there.
years.
Go ahead, you got Steve?
yes. Steve Henkowski, he's interested in a seat on the Presque County Planning Commission. His life experience, he was raised on, Lear Road, son of Blanche Henkowski and Steve Henkowski. He worked, from 70 to 77 at Area Farms, 77 and graduated Posen High School. 77 to 78 worked at ERB Lumber Company. 78 to 80 worked downstate at Malloy Manufacturing and Heavy Equipment and part manufacturer for various companies like, I believe it says Dana International, Reese, GM, etc. 1980 to 86 worked on oil and gas exploration drilling rigs. 86 to 2018 worked and got married. 31 years at Presque Road Commission, raised 3 boys, still married to the same wonderful woman. In 2018, he retired. Volunteer and other interests, an assistant basketball coach to the boys and girls. Head coach for the junior high girls for 2 years, head coach for the high school boys for 9 years. In 1999, founder and 11-year-old president of Presque Basketball Association. From 2010 to 2018, Presque County Road Commission employee representative, and 2016 to 2025, Posen Township trustee. During these working years, he had good working relationships with management and coworkers. Thank you, Stephen J. Henkowski.
Where's he?
He is County Road 634 Posen.
That Township too.
I believe so, yeah.
Mhm. It's just,
We
The
could
next
close.
meeting, then we'll appoint, there are 5 vacancies right now,
Yeah,
so we need to appoint 5 people.
there has to be, it has to be at the first meeting, because I don't, before the next planning commission meeting though. Which would be Thursday, second Thursday, January 20th.
Well,
Yeah.
we meet before that.
So we'll table this.
Yeah, we could close the nominations and table it and, to see if we get any more. People interested and then
And
choose-
contact these 4.
And choose from the.
Jim Zakshewski, that Doug Clough? That Doug Clough?
Ray.
Ray,
Ray Klaus.
I knew that.
And,
Cherry
Jerry
County.
Counter.
Yeah,
Normally, Mr. Chairman, and let's say we got 7 applicants for 5 positions. You have a ballot, we just fill it in? Is that how you do that as a
Well, if you
commissioner?
got 7 applicants for 5 positions. People will nominate. And then we'll ask for more nominations from the floor. We've done it on paper before,
When there's that many.
yeah. And then everybody casts their vote for which
I
5.
think
they
you
want.
almost need to do that. You got more people nominated than you have positions open.
And keep
Yeah.
it fair, yeah.
Anyway, that's the first meeting in January. You'll have that set up to go, right?
She can contact them if they want, and ask them if they want to consider being reappointed to the planning commission to put a lot of interest in, then.
Those 5 names that she just read, they will all be on the ballot.
They're already on,
And the other 4, we have to see if they're even interested.
and if you get one out of them, well then, even if you got one more, you're still gonna have to probably go to the paper, right?
Correct.
But it has to be done by the first meeting. Usually people that are on that want to be reappointed are fairly aware of when their term's up and they submit a letter.
When they're appointed to a term of office, how many years is that term? The 3-year appointment?
See, Lester wanted off and he told me that I should reach out to Ann Ryan because she is very interested in that. Well, and I left a message and she called me back. Still didn't get a letter to the board. So we can close nominations for the planning commission, but we do have to address that absolutely at the first meeting of January.
Make a motion, we close nominations and table this for final vote at the first meeting in January.
What day is that?
Yeah, Thursday, 7 PM. The date is,
It's not on, you know,
I get my
If
8th.
January.
Mhm.
You guys support, vote the table.
Mm-hmm.
All in favor of table. Opposed. But the mental health will go forward there.
Mhm.
That nomination. You can contact Ann if she's got a number.
Yes.
All right. Get another one?
Raven. Mhm.
You got half of it done. IT, next on the agenda is the IT service quote.
It's in your packet.
Jason,
It's in your packet.
Mhm.
Jason here?
Yeah, come on up.
Oh,
Come on up.
never met you.
If you need a podium, just drag that one out.
Okay, I don't, well, that's fine, yeah. It was right up here.
Yep, that's fine. And Sarah. Don't ignore Sarah.
My wife's there, business partner.
I've reviewed this at quite a bit at length. And I understand there'll be quite a transition period here.
Yeah.
And we'll have probably an overlapping 4 to 8 weeks.
I mean, I got most of I did a walkthrough, and I got most of my questions answered, but there's still some things up in the air, like the phone system. Whether it's owned by the county or if it's leased or rented or
Right.
software as a service, I didn't really get that answer.
Internet service is provided by,
I didn't get that answer, but I don't think that's gonna be somebody, a third party. I
right.
think.
Well, my concern is that we transition then, because I'm all for this. I think we all are. Is that we transition this and as seamless as possible.
That's always the goal.
I understand that, and it's not always,
That's
Easy
not
to
always the
accomplish.
result, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I did mention, I talked with Robin a bit, because we had worked together at the school district. there'll be a transition period where you might be paying them a little bit
Well, sure.
for a little while until we figure it all out, but the goal will be to get them. You know, to get the other company, finished with as soon as possible.
Right.
Because as an you know, ask any IT person that's been doing it a while, they don't like other hands in there anyway. Because it just muddies the water, you know, and then you end up people pointing fingers at each other and. You know, so the quicker we can get the transition smoothly, the better, obviously, for all parties involved.
My question is do we own all the equipment?
I reached out with that last question to 1010 and the best answer they could give me is, I believe it's part of your package. Let me have someone get back to you. They'll send you an email with all the details and crickets.
So would we have to get our own server and everything?
Again, I don't know what you own. Couldn't get that answer, but I would, you know, being in this position before with other. As a business owner with other clients and as just an IT person employed by. A business, you may have to, be a little more stern with them and tell them that, you know.
Need an
Legal action
answer.
will proceed if you don't give us, the information about what we own and what we don't own.
Yeah,
You have to, I've had to do that before and it magically, like in 3 days, you get the information that you were looking for. Companies just don't like to give up what they have,
information.
but it belongs to the county. And that's how I've always ran since had my own business for the last 12, 13 years, whatever it's been. My clients own the property and the software and the information. I do not. We do not.
In the previous
That's how
work,
I approach it.
none of that was brought forth to us.
Right.
This transition, it was so vague when it came about. Do you remember anything on it, Val?
I was never part of any of
Yeah.
that discussion.
Cause I
She said
remember
it was-
even years ago when the server was first introduced, that came at a capital cost. That was purchased, whether that's changed since 15 years ago, I don't know.
The servers that within that room that I visited, appear to be older. I mean, I don't know that for sure without digging in, but, so I wouldn't think you'd be leasing those, but I don't know 100%.
And cloud leasing and there's a lot of things
Yeah,
to figure out.
my real concern is the phone system.
Right.
You know, cause you might be on the hook for. Maybe getting another one, if it's leased through them, which is. You know, what I've heard the county's paying, based upon. Our quote, we could. In 1 year, we could buy you a new phone system, that would be yours
Yeah,
for the savings.
Right.
You know, just to be blunt about that,
we just need to get an answer.
yeah,
If they'll
that's
say-
what really needs to happen is you might need to be a little bit more forceful with. You know, we need answers and we need answers now, or we're gonna have to pursue other means to get those answers. I mean, you hate to do that, but
I was under the impression, when I was on the previous board, that we had to get all new phones system. I didn't know if we purchased it.
We've done that twice in the last 10 years. You have history there and that. How many times you had new phones in the last 10 years?
Oh, just once. Those other phones were very old.
It was once. It was when we went to 1010. When we went
I
from
remember
Chow
that
and
was a
Associates.
fairly
to
large
1010.
capital expenditure at that point, wasn't it?
Should be able to find
Yeah.
it. Looking, 2023,
23?
it was the year before the newborn.
if I may, the other. Talking about transition would be, is if you indeed do own the phone system and the server and all the equipment is getting the. The administration passwords and all that, because we really can't move forward without any of that, and if you own the equipment, you own the usernames and passwords and security and all that, so it comes down to being a little more forceful with them that, you know, we need it and we need it immediately.
And we
Or
know,
there's gonna be consequences.
We own all the property. And if we don't, we have to get all new.
You know, and that's something, again, talking about the overlap, let's just say, for instance, you're leasing the phone system. Well, you'd have to continue, obviously, leasing that through them. You know.
Until other
Until we
arrangements.
could come up with a plan, and that may take, I don't wanna say some time, but it will take some time. To do that. So that's, I think that's probably the biggest concern, cause if I had to make an educated guess from what I saw, I think you're probably leasing that, at least the server part of it, maybe not the phones, maybe purchase the actual handsets, you know, sitting on the tables. But
And the phones, I
the
don't,
server, there is no server here for that phone system, so you're paying for it somehow and it's not here.
yeah,
So that's a little concern that may be more of an expense than what you had anticipated, but either way, I think in the long run.
we start out fresh.
You'll save money with us, I do believe. in the
Oh, yeah.
long run.
It's just strange that if you're leasing this stuff and then that there's no contract. You know?
You would
Can't
think
find
there
a
is some.
contract. You called 1010 and they said there is no contract. That tells me we own that.
But where's the server, you
Yeah,
know, because those type of phones are computer based or.
What's that, Joe?
In our building.
The servers and,
There's a phone server in your building, okay, yeah, I wasn't taking on a tour over there, so.
All of it's in our boiler room, or before else in our department.
beautiful.
so
That's a positive.
we own that.
I think Ten owns it. I think they went to phones and I think they own it, and so does Renee. I just asked Renee and she goes, I believe Ten owns the phones.
Wow.
But the servers are in our building, after all the wires, all the servers, all the computers, from the courthouse in our building is in our boiler room.
I think we should just redo it and go forward.
I do too.
Yeah, so where do we go from here? Do we make this contract effective January 1?
Yeah, you ought to transition to a new IT person. I mean,
Yeah.
And you think this is accomplishable in 30 days, 60 days?
Again,
It
without the
depends on their
questions-
cooperation.
Without the questions answered, I really can't give you a hard.
Yeah.
Hard date as to how long it would take to, now.
And I understand that.
To be in here and answering questions.
Can't we just get,
I can't get stuff, you know, I need help with my word, or I need help with this or that, or the other thing, yeah, that would be, obviously, that can be done immediately, but.
bringing him on isn't a problem. It's
Getting rid of the old ones.
finding out if they own this, we don't own this stuff, we gotta get moving
Mhm.
and get the
Take-
server, get a server in.
I just need to speak with Doug Croninger. He's the one in charge.
Doug,
So, yeah, if Piper calls him, I talked to him a few weeks ago, gave me some information. He'll give you all the information.
there you go. We should have an answer. by the
Cloninger?
first of the year.
Doug, yeah, Croninger.
You got his number?
Croninger.
Yeah. Be forceful with him, but we want me to call him.
You don't even have to. He's pretty easy.
Is he going?
Yeah.
The other thing would be is if the county decides to go with our company, then further communications, you know, if we sign a contract, further communications can be done us to them,
Yes.
you know, as long as it's agreeable
Yeah,
to the county that we represent the county in the IT discussions, right? You know, then it would, you know, you guys wouldn't have to worry about it as much anymore unless they refuse to give information. You know, then you'd have to be a little more forceful, but it's just a thought.
yeah, I'm sure they would listen to that.
What do you think of this approach? Just picking an idea out in front of the board here. I propose that we contract with Jason's company, JSR LLC, and doing business as Northern Technology Services starting January 1st. And I also further move that we send a 30-day termination letter that 1010 Services before the first year discontinuing their services as of January 31. Any contact should be through Jasser LLC moving forward, and that will at least be able to get things figured out. And if we have to continue to lease phones, we'll do that, and so on and so on. So I think that I thought all along we'd have some kind of overlapping here, at least a month. And that would get things moving in that direction.
I think more along the lines of hiring him as our IT person.
We have to give them notice that we're no
And
longer
then-
using their services.
Using him to get to them, find out what we need to do, whether we need to replace all this stuff.
Right.
Rather than just terminating, sending them a letter of termination, then they might just leave you out hanging and not. I mean, I don't know how,
Legally, they can't.
I don't know how decent these guys
You
are.
could go after, the county could go after them, because it's your information and your data, you own it.
I understand the intellectual properties are, but I'm talking about like you said, the phones, the
Yeah,
server.
yeah, you wouldn't want them to, I see what you're saying.
You don't want to
really want them to
agitate.
just say, oh, it's ours, we're coming and taking it.
Yeah,
Which, again, there could be other legal implications to that, but, you'd hate to go down that road.
I mean, he can do the IT.
I see
work.
what you're saying, yeah.
He can do the IT work even though we're using their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If they got a problem with it, then they're gonna come forward and tell us.
Mhm.
I don't have a problem just hiring.
Right.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm exploring that discussion, whether we have to do one and the other, or just get Jason on board and start the transition. And then,
Yeah, I would in favor of that, bringing him
Or are we
on.
paying 10/10 through December 31st? That's it?
we would continue
Right,
to
you're
pay
gonna
them
pay
as long as we
10.
utilize their server.
Well,
As long as we have their data, we
Yeah.
have to pay them if we do.
You're gonna be paying both probably
if they
for
own
a
it.
little bit until it's
Yeah,
figured out.
We have it figured out by the second meeting in January then?
I would hope so.
Should be able to.
Good.
If she can't get answers, I mean. At least we already know that the server isn't ours. And we're probably gonna need a server.
Oh, sure, we're gonna need one anyway.
I would suggest on the initial call to them that you guys make, that you let them know that you're going with someone else. And that you will need to forward, they will need to forward names, passwords, all the pertinent administration stuff, to the new company. In a quick manner.
Because we're having too many incidents with 1010.
Thank you.
And this proposal, obviously, there's gonna be a contract that spells a little more out, and you guys will have to review and sign. That email that I sent, is kind of just, giving you the overview of what will be in a contract, but there's, obviously, there's several pages of stuff that you guys will have to look at to approve of.
yeah, the option.
Plus, and there is some options on here too, as far as the level of support. Mainly, what kind of time frame or time period and response time that you're looking for.
Yeah, you got two options here.
Yeah, I mean, basically you have the base, the middle and the most expensive. And again, I didn't know what kind of the level of support, do you need 7 to 7 Monday through Friday or do you need 24/7? I didn't know what the needs of the county were as far as that goes.
I would think 7 to 7 should be fine. There
I
may
think
be,
so.
Jerry, what do you think?
As far as the option,
Did you see it?
I haven't, but I don't think we need 24 hours. for it.
no,
7 to 7, and I think up front, he's gonna come in, check out the servers, and if things need updated, he's gonna take care of that right away, so.
The other thing that Sarah and I discussed, it's not really on here is, if you ask, Robin knows me from the school, or you ask Nick Hine at the school, we're pretty flexible, like if there's a project that, say we're upgrading PCs, I'm just throwing something out in the air, upgrading PCs and people are working on them during the day. We don't have a problem with doing weekend work like that if it, without any extra
Interference.
costs or. You know, we're pretty flexible and we understand that kind of thing. It's just that we have to have something down in a contract so that
No
I'm not
hours.
constantly getting calls at 10 o'clock. If you're not paying for it, I'm not getting calls at 10 PM saying, hey, this is not working and we need you here right now. You know, that type of thing, but projects, we will always work around. We don't wanna
I would,
stop people from working in the day if we can do
what,
it
What
updates
would-
at night.
what we have is during the work.
Mhm.
I mean, it's very seldom that they ever get called in
Nights or
after
weekends,
hours. But how does the sheriff's department fall under that though?
We were 24/7.
So you got a completely different,
Right.
Yeah, they would
They
have-
would get shut down. Or 911 and that's all from the state system, the phone system, everything, so it was, ours was 24/7, so we're a little different than we're only an app. Just because of that, there's no law.
but so if we have to replace this, the server and buy our own server, though, that's what we want to get to, because we want to preserve the data that you have there too.
It will. Yeah,
Because that's where the problem's falling.
And their response times.
We're going to pull data as evidence and it's not there.
where's Down's Commission?
Yeah, I would think option one would be.
We'll be fine.
I don't know how the rest of the board feels.
Well, do you think you can, bring a contract for our review and get it to the clerk's office before, our next meeting in the 8th of January? For us to
Certainly.
move on that?
Certainly, basically, it's gonna be very similar to the school contract, I'm just gonna
Change the name.
change it to, well, to change the name and some of the other things, that are in here, but, it should be pretty straightforward. It's like 3 or 4 pages, and mainly it's, you know, all the stuff about liabilities and who owns what and all that kind of thing.
I just want to get somebody local that's right
Get it
here.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sick and tired of people driving from
Yeah.
Alpena and
so Piper, if he brings this in or emails it to you, you can distribute via email to the rest of the, so we're ready
so
to
we can
move on
review
it
the contract, so we have it to approve next meeting.
on the 8th of January.
By then, hopefully we'll have answers on what the heck we own and what we don't own.
Piper, do you want me to stick around? We'll make this call to Doug together.
That sounds great.
Okay. I think that's what our plan is. And then you got an issue here? I was just wondering how we get there and that explained it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, I know there'll be bumps in the road, but we'll work on them and get them fixed as fast as possible and, you know. I'll be looking out we'll be looking out for the county with this.
We should have had all this data before.
Yeah.
Got a hold of them,
but-
you know.
They never got back to us.
Well, they did, but they wouldn't tell you anything except you don't have a contract. Jerry tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some information from them, but if you guys do call them, you're gonna need Jason's information so we can send over all passwords and usernames for all servers and everything.
Yeah.
And Doug should have all that information.
All right, that sounds good. Yeah, get a hold of Doug and get. all
I know I
the
have
data.
one of your cards that's got your email on it. Cause I have your contact information here.
Yes, I didn't think I might not have put this, but
we
you
don't.
have the email address from when I sent this.
Nice guy.
So we got that.
That's the one
He's
you
gonna-
use.
He's gonna bring us a contract for the next meeting. We're gonna get a hold of Doug. You are,
Yeah, we'll do that today before I leave.
and not only find out all the passwords.
Where can I send that contract to?
You can send it to me.
Clerks
At the
Okay.
clerk's office. It'd be PI clerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give it to you after the meeting if you'd like.
Okay.
At PI
Sounds
County.
good.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
When you talk to Doug, we need to find out what he actually knows.
Yeah.
Um,
We have a list of things to ask him. Thank you.
Thanks. Airport liability hangar. Keeper's option. Here's the options here. He's got planes that he's gonna bring in.
Al, we're talking about you.
Okay. What would you like to hear from me?
I want to hear everything.
No, you don't.
Agreed.
Okay, you should have the information.
High Street,
High Street on that. You got three choices there. I know you guys got a lot on your plate. I got some things to do. I think probably your best bet at this time would be to go to option one. Pay the $295 to extend through April with the addition of the hangar, and then between now and expiration of the insurance contract, we sit down and discuss just what you are comfortable or can afford or want to do.
it's 3 million, enough liability.
Depends what I put in there.
So
You can order me your policy that, keep the aggregate total of aircraft in there below. The only problem being is, you've got replacement costs, which always increase, so, obviously, if I get, in one aircraft that I've got waiting on the ramp to go in there, and another, it'll be pretty hard for us to put $5 million in there, though it's not an impossibility. See what comes forward. Right now, I've got one scheduled to go in there. I have 2 aircraft from a survey company that's gonna be up here in January that's looking for some temporary hangar. I don't know if I can get them in there or not.
option one's a fire, 100,000.
That's why I said, that's something you probably wanna take some time after the first of the year to sit down and have a discussion maybe with the insurance agent and the board.
Yeah.
And see what you feel is realistic.
When do you expect this plane to arrive?
It's sitting on the ramp right now. If I had, the electrical inspector supposed to be there at 11, that goes well, I get a certificate of occupancy, I could stick them in there.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, when do you have to move him in before you lose him?
He's gonna be a permanent resident until he probably sells the aircraft or something happens, but right now, he's gonna be signing a lease in January. Right now, it's just, on the ramp.
So we have to decide this by next meeting, which one the option to go with or now.
I think we pay the $295 right now, get it on the policy today.
And
So
hope
if he
nothing-
slides something in
hope
there,
nothing happens.
because if we don't do anything, he won't be covered when we slide him
Good
in
idea.
there. So, that a fair statement?
I'm sorry.
What would? Go ahead.
Yeah, if we don't approve option one, pay the $295,
Can't use the hangar.
Can't use the
hangar.
Self-insured,
we're not self-insuring it.
that's
No, I agree.
also a question whether you want to self-insure, meet other limits or something. That's why. I
I'm
said-
just saying. I mean, option two, the limit liability is the same. The only thing that's increasing is, the
Premises
deductible.
and products.
You're obviously gonna have to pay a higher premium.
Well, we're due up, this policy's due up in
When's it?
April.
April. So, I mean, you could punt till April.
This is just an addendum.
Yeah, $295 punts this decision till April, what our limits
But I
should
mean, if
be.
he moves the plane, and I really don't want to wait till April, if something
Right.
happens, man, I don't want to be having to buy an airplane.
I make a motion, we approve the additional up to $300.
I don't think so.
For the remainder of this term. For the addition of the new hangar.
I'm in favor of that. I'll support that motion, but I'm just wondering if we shouldn't move to another option. Be done with it.
Well, we don't know what the difference is between now and then. Annualized premium, we don't.
Let's
know
get
the
the guy
difference.
in the hangar and.
Exactly. And then we,
I'll
we'll
support
do this
that
next.
option. At least it starts. You can always amend it later.
Yeah.
With a phone call, you can call and
Right.
actually you can call it back.
Sure we can.
You got a motion of support. We need more discussion on this from the commissioners.
I've got a question. How many plants did you squeeze in with that one? One, yeah, as I've stated in the past, it depends on the size. One really big one, 5 really small ones. So that's what comes my way. I can fit them in. I get revenue, it's gonna happen.
Do the owners of them planes carry any insurance on?
They are supposed to, but I mean, you know, whether they could pay the policy.
Just don't know.
Yeah.
This is just to protect our.
backside.
Michigan Limestone used to have their own plane, but they flew out of there.
That answers your question. Do you ever ask them if they have
We
insurance?
do, on an annual basis. There's providing
Copy.
copy of the policy. That's never really been strictly enforced, and like I said, you know, you can provide me a copy, but 3 months you can stop paying your
Yeah,
insurance.
at least you got something though. You should at least have something on file. Get a copy from them, even if they do stop paying it. If it ever goes into litigation, you have data. For the insurance company. And we got a motion and support to go to the bottom. Option 1. More discussion? Nobody?
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Cliff Tolini,
Yes.
Joe Libby,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yes.
Carried. It must not be much for that. Basic,
Yeah.
planes are expensive.
Yeah. I added the 3-day camping thing as number 4.
Number 4, we got permission for the Active Center.
To extend their 1-day stargazing camp out into a 3-day special
Weekend.
permission for camping. Their flyer will be out after the first of the year, so
We have dates on that, those 3 days. Do we need to have the dates? Not
September.
included in our motion.
It was,
I have it. 1 second, please.
This is just a one-time deal too, yeah, correct?
Yeah, it's for this year only,
Correct.
2026.
Yeah, cause you can't make it. Recurring.
September 10th through the 13th of 2026.
Yeah, 11, 12, that's 4 days.
Yeah, the nights of 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, that's 3 days.
One time only.
Yep.
Especially-
Joe, did you move that we would do this?
I did make the motion.
Was there a support for that?
I didn't support
Not
it.
support now, Rob did.
Rob supports it. I would support it.
Right.
Why not? That should triple their income.
Exactly.
We can roll call that too.
all right. Cliff Tolini,
Yes.
Robert Presque,
Yes.
Robert Crook,
Yes.
Robin Hughes,
Yes.
Joe Libby.
Yes.
Carried. You'll contact them, to tell them to go then.
Yeah.
Where,
So
I might
yeah,
need
you're-
contact.
Well, you can contact MSU. Wendy Martin,
to get a hold of them.
Mark Schuler, I got his contact information.
Okay. Any new business?
I have one thing because as part of bringing on Jason and his company and phasing out 1010. I'd like to institute the quarterly department head meetings. And look for someone from our group to start them, get it on a schedule. I was looking in January.
Department head meetings quarterly.
Yes. Along with someone from this group, preferably. I don't care who, I guess, but the idea.
Whoever's got time.
Yeah,
Yeah, hot potato.
but if you look at January, if we did it on a Wednesday or Thursday morning at 8 a.m. And in some instances that wouldn't interrupt their normal business. Starting January 8th or 7th. I'd be willing to take on that responsibility. If so moved by the chairman.
That's our meeting date.
Our meeting date is the 8th.
You wanna do it after the meeting or?
I would do it before it so we can report on it at the meeting.
Meeting is in the evening on the 8th anyway, it's 7 at night.
Right. So if we did it quarterly is what I'm thinking. And if need be, and this group wants to move to monthly, I'd be willing to do that, but
You could probably cover it quarterly, at least if you stay on board with them.
you know, Fabian's gonna be here later in the month. So maybe we should. put it on-
Coordinate it with Fabian.
Just
Yes,
make
yeah.
it quarterly, so you can have it around the time he's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
okay, let's coordinate that and then, because I know there's gonna be transition questions, there's always something going on with, what's going on with different departments and what's going on in the clerk's office, the building and zoning, and they're transitioning, and, communication would get better. And we've talked about this many, many times, it's just time to stop kicking the can down the road and get it started.
Fabian never gave me a date of when he was gonna start though.
Well, it's kind of up in the air. But it's the last 2 weeks of the month.
Last 2 weeks, anytime during the last 2, you'll have to get with
Yeah.
Fabian. So he's available.
Right. I have his contact stuff.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
If you're going to appoint me to be part of that, or
yeah, if you got the time, I'll appoint you to it.
I'll make support. I'll see if I can organize this.
So your motion, right?
Different departments to make sure that it works on people's schedules. It's not gonna work for everybody's schedule. We're just gonna put it in there, and if one representative, hopefully the department head comes, or their chief deputy, if they should be on vacation or not available, could attend, I
If
would
you can't
propose.
make it, who's gonna, is there an alternate? That's the help. Are you gonna make it?
I'll make it most of the time unless I'm sick or there's one point a year I go out of town hunting, but,
I'm gonna be your alternate.
yeah. Have Rob be the alternate?
That's fine. Anybody else wanna do it?
I think we got two good people lined up right now, Mr. Chair.
Everybody's
Not me, not me.
No, I could back him up, he can back him up, I can back him up, so
All right, somebody will show up, right?
he'll always be covered.
Yeah, somebody.
I move to appoint Joe and an alternate and whoever else wants to be an alternate.
quarterly department head
To
meeting,
Porter Department. Head meetings
date and time to be determined.
in sync with when the financial advisor will be here quarterly.
Okay.
They get support on that.
Sport.
They got support my nomination. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carried. It's got full board support. And you can bring it back to the finance meetings.
Mhm.
All right, committee reports. We have any, no, yours was supposed to be today, right?
Yeah,
All the committee reports are not gonna be forthcoming because they're supposed to be done this morning.
Special
Right.
committees. Move on, special committees, District 4 Health. We had a meeting yesterday,
Yes, we did.
And we hired, an health officer,
Right,
great. Chelsea,
Chelsea Engel, good gal.
as soon as her credentials come in from the state, she'll start, we hired her at $94,600.
Roughly.
And then after probation, 6-month probation.
2,000 more.
requirement, she'll be 2,000 more.
She's a good gal, though, I think.
It'll take a heck of a load off the accountant. And where the accountant can just do her work and she's.
that's it within the budget.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, our budgets. In fact, yesterday we found out. Came into another 300,000 in grants, so
Right.
we're within $150,000 of balance in our budget.
Whew.
And
You
we got
gotta
more grants
realize-
forthcoming.
You gotta realize the previous health officer and accountant. Overspent $1 million a year for 3 years. So we were in a $3 million hole. And that can't happen again, so,
Checks and balances.
but anyways. Lloyd's stepping down, the chairman, that's a good thing. And
You
she's,
mean Lloyd for next year will not consider running as chair of our group?
I don't know, I mean, that'll
He's
be,
stepping down, he was an interim health officer.
yeah, but he's,
He's being replaced by Chelsea Engel now.
yeah, he's still the chairman though.
Very good.
Next month.
And we're gonna meet right here in January, maybe reelect him.
Could be. Eh? But anyways, we're making very good progress,
Yes, we are.
and Chelsea is, and I'm kind of glad that she applied for it because we had 9 people, 9 or 10.
9, only 2 are.
Only 2 are qualified. And I mean, these guys that you telling that are not qualified, 2, 3 of them had doctorates. So.
Yeah.
It's just in the wrong stuff, you know. And the state's pretty involved, so.
Good.
Any other special appointments? Commissioner comments? I think you commented already. You want to start up? Anyway.
I got a phone call. My wife took the phone call from Bill Larger, who lives out in Hawks area. And he concerned about the Amish. Sheriff, you and I talked about the Amish.
Yep.
Apparently they were coming from on the way to Roger City at M68 near Akiak Road. There's a big hill there. And the Amish were right on the road, and a big truck from Krieger Farms came over that top and missed by hitting that buggy by a few feet. And so Bill Largent was suggesting putting signage up there. Maybe there already is signage on that stretch. Caution, Amish present.
There is signs, the road commission puts,
Areas, I don't know, right there.
Well, he said between Akiak Road and a hill at is there an Alice Road?
There is.
he needs,
That's what he mentioned.
The sign.
All right, then that's what Bill Largent was concerned
the
about.
road commission.
Yeah.
Has been putting the Amish buggy signs up.
Good.
As far as regulating them and what they can do, the state police pretty much controls the trunk lines, whether it's the speed limits or whether it's stop signs.
That was his concern. and
I
he
just don't
almost had a
understand.
tragedy.
It's tough.
If you
More
can
than-
contact the DOT, and maybe they could. I don't know why they don't have lights on them, carry a battery.
They do in Ohio.
Yeah,
And those aren't batteries, those are
Generators.
little generators off the axle.
off the wheel like a bike generator.
We did a lot of research on
Yeah, please.
in the last 2 years. We cannot force them. The, road rules, highway rules, they're not enforceable with the Amish because it's considered a Christian religion. They're not considered agriculture even. It goes up to what elders are run there in a sense group, because each Amish has different elders in Clare and Calicut that run different factions of the Amish. So everyone has different rules. Some don't wear rubber wheels, some have metal wheels, some don't have, we actually went offered to buy them lights. I went out and I told my sergeant to go meet with them, I'll buy the signs personally. My only sort of say somebody just put some signs on the back of the buggies, so they see them, and we'll put them on. Some do automatically, they can do it on their own voluntarily, put the lights, and that's why you're seeing some lights now, and obviously we're getting a lot more in our county. Yes, it is a problem with traffic. We had the bad accident this year, those 2 little kids should have been dead. And started, or we'll watch it happen right in front of when the truck come over there and hit that Amish head on, hit that buggy with 2 little kids on it. That happened this fall. So we're trying, they're just, we can't force them,
So you researched it, they pay no road tax, yet you can't tell them what they do in the road right away.
right,
That seems strange.
they're allowed to.
That came from the DOT?
They're allowed to run on the road.
Did that come right from the DOT?
Yes, it did.
Holy crap.
It's not enforceable by
Hmm.
the rules of the road. They're not, it's, they don't follow Army Commission Motor Vehicle Code,
No,
you know? Wow.
I guess.
It's been, I even got the call, I don't mean to take up Mr. Ripley's time when he was doing Commissioner comments, but on this, I even took up complaints about the horse manure on the roads and people driving their nice cars and run over the manure. And they're not happy about it because they're hitting piles of horse manure there on the sides of the road. I said, I understand what you're saying, but I can't do anything. I called Mayo, I called the sheriff in Oscoda County, I asked different counties how they do it. Some Amish work pretty good. They actually wear the bags for the horses. Actually, the manure bags are in the back of the horse and they will use them. It's just up to that group if they're willing to work it or not. I'm not saying they're Amish are bad people here. They just,
Right.
they follow the rules, what their bosses tell them.
Joe, you had something to say.
I was just gonna wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy
Oh,
New Year,
thanks.
healthy, happy, prosperous New Year, and hope God blesses you with good health and a
Yeah.
wonderful year.
Good health, main thing. Amen.
There's my comment.
Is that your comment too?
That's my comment.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Any other government officials on anything? So. Joe?
Actually got an interview today.
Joey.
For you, me for a deputy job. He's coming at 12:30.
Yay.
So I'm kind of excited about
Got
that.
an applicant?
Came and did a ride along Saturday. He applied and he's put himself through
Who's
the
the new
academy
guy?
himself. He's a kid from Tawas. He did a ride along with Sergeant Bow on Saturday. And I start Kirkland January 12th. And he's coming in today to meet with me and the bosses again, Chris and the sergeant, and we may be able to pick him up and get him in right away. He's going to the academy, he's paying for himself, and hopefully we're gonna get to
Wow.
pick him up.
Nice.
And fill a hole that's been vacant for a long time. So that's good. We got a report back from the Alpena prosecutor. Our 2 deputies that were involved in the Thanksgiving shooting were cleared of any wrongdoing. So there'll be nothing there, and it went down to the AG and everything's cleared. I got a nice report. If you guys like to see it, you're more welcome to come over to my office and read it. And there was a very good report. I think Cynthia Mazinski, Alpena prosecutor, who cleared them on that incident on Thanksgiving, unfortunate incident. They're back both working. They're happy to be back. And I believe that is all I had. And just real quick, what you had earlier, I would say with your 1010, you definitely have to have, in my own opinion, Jason on board and get this run. Not gonna bad 1010 at all. We've dealt with a long time. It just went bad for our department too because of the time and because of response time, everything. We had to get things back rolling again. They will work with you still. Everything Renee, she's my girl that runs my office. She's in contact with them a lot because she's a 911 coordinator. She takes care of all the computers at our office. She takes care of the phone. It's just, it's very, very tough to get through to them. What I would only suggest to Jason and the board here, call nonstop. Tell me you need me immediately, but Jay said about putting a little extra, I did that. And I actually got an answer finally on some stuff that I needed. I said, then our county attorney would call. So I would definitely suggest that. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep kicking this can. It's months now, and Jerry knows very well and everything. We've been dealing with this. So I'm glad you guys are making a move.
Good.
And I say thing, Merry Christmas to everybody. Jesus is the reason. Remember that. I thank you. Let's remember all the people are out there less fortunate this season and pray for them too. And thank you guys for another year and look forward to 2026.
Joe, question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a sheriff and an undersheriff.
Yeah.
How many deputies do you have? 2 men.
But how many deputies in my department?
Yes.
So I have myself, the undersheriff, 3 sergeants and 8 deputies. 7 right now.
And you're
9
gonna
months of the year, I'm 2 sheriffs.
hire another deputy on top of it, right?
Yeah, and we're back to full. We've never been full strength. I'm gonna say since almost 2016,
Okay.
2017, we're always losing one and trying to fill it, losing one. So if we did pick up this young man today, and you got him on board, that would fill a position where we would have an extra deputy on. My Sergeant Whitford with Kilo. Good thing he's got Kilo because he's usually by himself when he works
Thank you.
during the day.
You said you have to check with the boss. Who's the boss?
Renee,
All right. That's what I have for the record.
I'm not looking stupid, but come on. She runs my department.
Oh, I picked that up. You said I gotta check with the
You run
boss.
my department.
All right. No other government officials. Correspondence, we have any correspondence?
Nope.
Besides. Well, payroll, is there a motion for payroll?
Like to make a motion to approve payroll?
Second.
Or, oh, gee, beat me again.
Sorry.
Roll call, then, please. They want to get paid.
Robert Presque.
Yes.
Robin Hughes.
Yeah.
Joe Libby.
Yes.
Cliff Selini.
Yes.
Robert Crooks.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Support. All in favor, signify by saying
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Motion carried.
Merry Christmas to all.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Mhm.
Haha, not this Joe.